Hi, hello! This video is not just about me, I promise. This is a struggle I really understand and relate to because I don't have a lot of money. I just don't. But I really like supporting my favourite creators, my friends, pretty much anyone in life who needs my support. I love to give it. So I have come up with a list of ways you can support your favourite creators without spending a single penny or cent. Hello, I'm from the UK. We use pennies and pounds. I don't understand American money. Sorry. This list can not only be applied to your favourite YouTube creators or YouTubers, whatever you want to call us, but also your friends and your family and anybody that makes anything in life. This could be your friend who's crowdfunding for top surgery. It could be your friend who's just started an Etsy business. It could be your mum who, after years of working in the working world, has decided to set up her own business. Any of these things and more, if I give that list, it will be longer than the list I have just made for you. You get what I mean, I hope. If not, ask me down in the comments how to support a particular person that you don't know how to support, and I will do my best to help. But while you're there, don't forget to like this video. I know we haven't quite got there yet, but I promise you will like this video. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, you can do that as well. Let's get on with the list. So the first one, my first point, is to watch their content. And if you are able, watch the whole video. This is more specific to YouTubers, because we have analytics and we can see when people don't watch the whole video. And obviously there are times when you are just not able. So for example, it's longer than you expected it to be, so you have to leave, something comes up so you have to stop watching it and go deal with whatever that is. Maybe a triggering piece of content has come up and you are advised by a trigger warning to not watch anymore, or maybe there wasn't a trigger warning and you just have to stop. That's completely fine, but if you are able to, please watch the whole video. People have said on longer videos that they just don't have the attention span, or maybe it's stopped being relevant, but that doesn't mean that the video will continue to not be relevant, especially in list videos like this one. So maybe you've got to this point, you're like, this is about YouTubers, I'm not really interested. Most of the rest of my points can be applied to anybody. Watch the whole video if you can. It just helps us boost our stats and it gives us a little boost in the algorithm, and also it's just nicer. You might find something really good towards the end of a video that you didn't know you needed. Interact with our content. So this can also be applied to websites, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, other social media platforms, news articles. If you know any journalist friends who write for a newspaper, read their content there. Maybe leave a comment if you have something to say about it. If they have an option to put a like on it or a reaction, do that. That costs you nothing, and most of the time it takes about a second to do. This can also be on Instagram, where a like is just a double tap. On Facebook you have the option to like, love, care, wow, sad or angry react. Is that in order? Because that's really sad. Tumblr, you can like and reblog. Twitter, you can like, retweet, retweet with comment, or just reply. All of those things will show up for your own followers. LinkedIn, not really sure how that works, but I'm working on it, and you can like, love, support, celebrate, etc, etc. That will all boost people's content up so that it gets viewed by more people. Sometimes those people have the money to financially support them, or you know, it's just more support. Not all the support that we want is financial. Like I don't care about financial support. I just live with my financial situation, but it means I can't support other creators financially, and I still want to show my support. Third, this goes with the interacting with our content, but if you have something to say, say it. Most of us, I personally, don't judge. It doesn't always have to be positive, but maybe if you're just going to be rude, don't say it. But supportive comments, I'll definitely drop them down below. If you have any feedback for us, so if somebody's posted something that's maybe not quite right, gently give them some feedback, maybe correct them, start a discussion in the comment section, because that engagement is going to give them an algorithm boost, which is going to boost their reach and their views. If you are really shy or you don't want people to find your account, for example, especially if you want to drop a comment on something that has been quite controversial and you don't want the trolls to come and get you, that's fine, I completely understand. Most of us completely understand that. Drop us a DM. DM us and tell us the things that you love about us, or the things that you love about our content, or that you just support us, or don't let the trolls get you. I've done that one many times. Or if there's something that you want to say about something that you don't like, but you don't want to drop it as a comment, I know my DMs are personally open for this all the time. I am a scientist, I love feedback. If I'm doing something that you don't like, please tell me about it and I will see if I can fix it. There are fundamentals which I can't fix, like being gay, being non-binary, being pagan. I know a lot of people don't like that about me, but that's not really a thing I can change. But if it's my lighting setup, if it's the fact that I've done lots of sit-down videos instead of lots of vlogs, maybe you don't like my vlogs. You know, that sort of thing. Feel free to drop that in a DM to creators and say, hey, love what you're doing, but you know, I don't like this. Share our stuff if you like it. So, yeah, this is sort of self-explanatory for YouTubers. If you like a video that I post, share it. If you like a video by your favourite YouTuber, share it. Share that amazing thing that they've just made with your friends. Your friends might not have heard of this person, but they really desperately need to. Just share our stuff. It doesn't always have to be every video. It can be the odd one or two. It doesn't have to be a big public declaration of this is my favourite YouTuber and they've made this thing. It can just be a DM to a friend saying, hey, I know you said that you struggle with this. This YouTuber that I follow has made a video about it. Maybe this might help you. Or posting it in a support group. Sharing us can also boost our audience and it shows support. So if you retweet one of my tweets where I've said, hey, new video, and you retweet it with a comment saying, awesome, I know that you support me and that's great. Watch our ads. And I say our like I am monetized. I'm not monetized. Should I ever be? Watching ads does give creators money. Not sure how much it is because, like I said, not monetized, don't know. But that all adds up. Adds up. Ha. If you can watch ads for your favourite YouTubers, go ahead and do it. It doesn't cost you any money and it can earn them just a little bit of money which can help out in whatever they're doing. If we are working to a financial goal for something, for example your friend who was raising money for top surgery, that is something I see a lot in my life. Share the support links. You might not be able to donate, but you can share to an audience where somebody might be able to. Somebody might have been in that same position many years ago and understand what it feels like and be able to throw 2 or 3 quid their way just to help support that person to reach their financial goal. And you know, sometimes shares do mean money. If you are a friend of the fundraiser whose it is, grammar, then they will be able to see that you've shared it and they will feel supported. So it doesn't have to be contributing directly with your money, but it can be just sharing to an audience who might be able to help. If you think more people should know about us, tell them! Tell them. If you're sat there like, why don't more people know about that person, but then you don't tell anyone, what's that about? Tell people! Tell the person that you think of when we say, hey, share to a friend. Let them know. Get involved with our other stuff. So lots of YouTubers do other things because I don't think I know a single person that is just a YouTuber. For example, I write for both Vocal and Medium. Medium is behind a paywall, sort of. It's like a subscription service, you get like a couple of free reads. But Vocal is always free, it costs you nothing to read the articles that I've written. My link to my Vocal Media platform is down below, but also if you have a Medium subscription, it's in the link in the description always anyway. But Vocal doesn't cost you a thing to read, but just by reading that, the writer earns half a cent per read. Other creators I know have newsletters where they've got links to other projects they're doing and other videos that in case you've missed it, so you have the opportunity to watch them and give them some ad revenue. Instagram giveaways, A lot of those are free to enter and then you get stuff and then it's sort of free publicity for them, which brings me on to my next point. Follow us on our other social media platforms. So I have Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I have many Facebook pages. I would love to put them into one, but I don't know how I would do that because my content is so varied. But get involved on those too. That makes it easier for you to see our content if our algorithm is boosted to you somewhere else instead of on YouTube or Etsy or Instagram or just a website. I don't know who you're applying this to, but you know, apply it there. Also, you can tag us in the things that you want us to see and react to. So if somebody posts something like a news article, again using myself as an example, apologies, but if somebody posts an article about being allergic to cold and it's not been written by me and somebody tags me in it, that's awesome. I obviously want to see that. Or if someone said something controversial like, these people that claim they're allergic to cold, what are they thinking about? And you want me to react to that? Again, awesome. That gives me a video idea which I can then post, you can then share, other people can share, people can like and react and spread awareness. And it just shows that you want to see things from me, which is a very supportive comment to have. And lastly, try not to be too harsh with us. We are human, we make mistakes, you're probably not going to agree with everything I said, also looking at all the people that think that there are only two genders. This whole thing about cancel culture, there are a lot of people that have been cancelled for things that are not cancel worthy, whereas we have plenty of people that deserve to be cancelled that haven't been. For example, you know, literal paedophiles. Very hard to cancel those, apparently. If it's not anything phobic, if it's not going against anyone's actual fundamental rights to exist, if it's not homophobic, transphobic, racist, paedophilic, ageist, sexist, ableist, how could I forget ableist, audist, against, like, you know what I mean, or if it's, you know, not directly illegal, then maybe cut us some slack and give us a break on that one thing that we said that you don't agree with, or that one video that maybe isn't quite as good as the rest. Maybe that image description on an Instagram post is not the best we've ever done. Maybe we forgot one. I've done that before. We're not perfect. Feel free to call us out and have a discussion about it, but is it cancel worthy? Not so much. If it's not intolerant or illegal, can you forgive us? That is my list of things that you can do to support your favourite creators completely free. So if you've liked this list, don't forget to like this video. Drop a comment down below if I have missed anything or if you want to show your support to me. That would be nice. I like that. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already and ring that notification bell so you get notified every single time I post a new video. Videos go up every Saturday at 6 PM UK time with at least one bonus video every single month. See ya!